Welcome to Paradox Lab, where every day a piece of knowledge makes you ponder in this peaceful darkness. Let your mind relax and join me on the farthest journey possible. Have you ever laid down, looking up at the starry sky, and wondered what is hidden behind those deep black voids? Our universe is infinitely vast, yet there are places where even light must surrender and fade away. Those are black holes, the invisible monsters silently ruling at the heart of the most distant galaxies. Are they the end of all matter, or actually a new beginning for bizarre dimensions? Tonight we will seek the answer to the question, is a black hole a gate of death, or an entrance to time? Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and let your imagination fly far into this mysterious space. Imagine you are standing before a bottomless abyss, where all concepts of direction and position become meaningless. Many often think of a black hole as a giant vacuum cleaner, roaming around and swallowing everything it encounters. But in reality, a black hole is not a literal hole, but a region of extremely dense matter. Think of a star 10 times larger than our sun, yet compressed into a tiny space. It is squeezed so tightly that it is only the size of a small city like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City. Its density is so immense that if you took a small spoon of matter from there, it would weigh as much as an entire mountain. It is this terrifying density that creates an unparalleled gravitational pull, capable of bending the very reality around it. In this vast universe, nothing can escape that power if it accidentally steps into its area of influence. Scientists call the center of this weirdness the Singularity, where our current mathematics and the laws of physics we have always trusted suddenly become invalid and disappear completely. To understand this better, let's use a simpler example. Imagine the universe as a sheet of silk. When you place a heavy iron ball on that fabric, it creates a deep depression underneath. The heavier the ball, the deeper the depression, and everything around it will tend to slide toward that center. A black hole is the deepest, steepest, and most extreme depression that this universe can create tonight. It is not just a trap for matter, it is also a knot in space itself. Take a deep breath and feel that vastness, for we are only just beginning to touch upon its secrets. Did you know that if you stand at a safe distance, a black hole wouldn't look like a hole at all? It looks like a perfectly dark sphere surrounded by a brilliant and mesmerizing halo. That halo is matter being heated to millions of degrees. As they orbit the black hole, they rub against each other, generating tremendous energy and emitting blinding rays of light into space. Ironically, the darkest object in the universe is often surrounded by the brightest light. This is like a beautiful paradox, where darkness and light coexist in a cosmic dance. The presence of a black hole sometimes even helps us see galaxies far behind it. It bends the path of light, turning itself into a giant lens suspended in this endless space. You see, darkness is not only meant to engulf everything. Sometimes it also helps us see through the universe. Let's set aside those overwhelming images to dive deeper into the true nature of this monster. Why do people call it a black hole? The answer lies in a concept called escape velocity. To escape the Earth's gravitational pull, you need to travel at a speed of 11 text-kilometres. For the Sun, that number rises to over 600 text-kilometres, a truly staggering speed. But at the event horizon of a black hole, the required escape velocity must be greater than the speed of light. And as we know, nothing in this universe can travel faster than light. Without light escaping, it means we cannot see anything, and the name black hole was born. Now we will enter Chapter 2 to discover how light is imprisoned tonight. In 1783, an English clergyman first thought about dark stars. He wondered if there was a star so massive that its gravity held back every ray of light. This idea was far ahead of its time, even before we knew light had a finite speed. Imagine light as tennis balls that you try to throw high into the sky. On Earth, the harder you throw, the higher the ball will go before falling back into the palm of your hand. But on a planet with enormous gravity, no matter how hard you throw, the ball cannot fly far. With a black hole, it's like the ball is pulled down by an invisible hand the moment it leaves yours. Light is even bent to the point where it can orbit the black hole like a satellite. If you stand in exactly that spot, you can see the back of your own head, because the light has traveled in a full circle. That is a visual experience no other place in the universe can offer us. This brings us to a strange truth. A black hole doesn't just swallow light, it captures it. Imagine the event horizon as the edge of a giant waterfall in space. Above the waterfall, you can still swim upstream if you are fast and strong enough to escape. But once you slip over the edge, the spatial current becomes too fierce. Space there is collapsing toward the center at a speed even faster than the speed of light. So no matter how fast light tries to run, it is like someone running backward on a conveyor belt, moving too quickly in the opposite direction. Ultimately, every ray of light must accept defeat and be sucked into the invisible singularity behind. This is why a black hole is the darkest yet most mysterious object in the night sky. But do not be afraid, because a black hole is not only about destruction, it also carries within it profound laws. These extreme laws of physics have helped scientists understand more about the nature of this universe. For example, realizing that light being bent also means time is bent. Space and time are not two separate entities. They are a single fabric. A black hole is where that fabric is stretched to its absolute limit, creating bizarre gaps. Imagine watching a movie slowed down to the point of almost standing completely still. That is exactly how it feels when light tries to escape a black hole. It gradually loses energy and changes color. The initial white light will slowly turn into red, then infrared, and finally disappear completely. This phenomenon is called gravitational redshift, an ironclad proof of the theory of relativity. Black holes have taught us that even the fastest things, like light, have their limits. And within its darkness, the greatest truths about space and time are waiting to be told. Take a brief rest to let this knowledge sink deep into your mind before moving to the new chapter. Now join me in rewinding time to witness the birth of a god of darkness. Every ordinary black hole begins its life as a brilliant and proud massive star. These stars, dozens of times larger than the sun, are the greatest nuclear reactors. For millions of years, they fight an unequal battle between two opposing forces, gravity wanting to crush the star, while the nuclear energy from the core pushes it outward to expand. But fuel is not infinite, and one day, the star's core begins to deplete. It tries to maintain life by burning heavier atoms, from carbon to oxygen. Eventually, the star reaches a deadly limit when it creates iron right at its core. Iron is like the ashes of a furnace. It can no longer produce energy to push back against gravity. In just a quarter of a second, the giant star's core collapses completely under its own weight. The speed of the collapse is so fast that no human sense could keep up with that moment. The stellar core is compressed so tightly that atoms are crushed, creating an unimaginable density. And then, the most terrifying explosion in the universe occurs. We call it a supernova. In a matter of weeks, a dying star can shine brighter than billions of other stars combined. It releases precious elements into space, from gold and silver to the iron in our blood. But while its outer layers are blown away, its core continues to collapse endlessly. If the remaining core is heavy enough, no power can stop the march of gravity. It crosses the final limit, crushing all physical barriers and disappearing from our sight. At that very moment, a black hole is born from the ashes of a god of light. A new entity appears, no longer shining, but possessing the power to control the entire universe. It is like a ghost hovering amid the colorful dust clouds of the recent explosion. Imagine its absolute loneliness. A point with no size yet containing infinite mass. This is the end of a star, yet the beginning of humanity's greatest mysteries. We owe our very lives to these black holes, because they have seeded elements into space. Without the death of these giant stars, we would never be here tonight. Every atom in your body was once inside the burning heart of such a god, and the black hole is the most magnificent tomb, preserving what remains of a golden era. However, the birth of a black hole doesn't just bring darkness, it also alters the flow of time. In the next chapter, we will meet a genius who helped us understand that change, the one who saw what the naked eye could never see in the deep black universe. Let the images of the blazing supernova gradually fade in your mind now, and get ready for a journey into the mind of one of history's greatest figures. Now let's mention the name of a man who changed how humanity perceives reality, Albert Einstein. Before 1915, we still believed that space was merely a stationary stage. But Einstein proposed a crazy idea. He suggested that space and time are woven together. Imagine the universe is not an empty void, but an invisible net covering everything. Every object with mass causes this net to sink, just like how you place a heavy object on a mattress. Gravity is not an invisible pulling force. It is the curvature of that fabric of space and time. A black hole is where this fabric is stretched so much that it can no longer return to its original shape. It is like a tear in reality, where all our understanding of geometry is distorted. Interestingly, Einstein himself initially didn't believe that an object like a black hole could actually exist. He thought nature would find a way to prevent such a horrifyingly infinite density of matter. But his equations said otherwise. They silently pointed to the existence of these monsters. A physicist named Karl Schwarzschild found the exact solution to this equation while at the war front. He proved that if an object is compressed past a certain limit, it will become a black hole. That limit is known today as the Schwarzschild radius, a fateful number for the collapse of matter. For our Earth to become a black hole, you would have to compress it to the size of a single pea. Imagine the entire mass of this planet, with all its mountains and oceans, fitting neatly into a tiny seed. That density is so great that the space around it would break completely, creating a bottomless pit. Einstein's legacy opened a door and a world where the impossible becomes reality. It shows that our universe is not flat, but filled with folds and deep depressions. Every black hole is a testament to the absolute power of gravity, the most fundamental force controlling everything. We are not merely living in a universe that has black holes. We are living in a universe shaped by them. Take a moment to give thanks for human intellect, small creatures who dare to understand the infinite. Einstein left behind a map, and now we are using it to delve deep into the darkness. But be careful, because when you gaze into the abyss also gazes back at you with its eyes. Every step closer to a black hole is a step further away from the ordinary rules of life. There, space and time begin to swap places, creating a calculated chaos. You will no longer be able to distinguish what is yesterday, what is today, and which way is forward. A black hole is the ultimate test for humanity's imagination, and we are right at its doorstep. Take a deep breath, because we are about to cross the boundary from which no one can ever return. That is the place where reality ends and the miracles named the event horizon begin to reveal themselves. Welcome to Chapter 5, the chapter about the final boundary of this universe in the dark. Let your heartbeat slow down as we stand at the threshold of absolute nothingness tonight. And when the fabric of space is stretched to its maximum, it creates a deadly boundary called the event horizon. Imagine the event horizon as a giant one-way valve for the entire universe. Matter can go in, but absolutely nothing, not even information, can come out of it. It is a spherical boundary surrounding the black hole, protecting the mysteries inside from the eyes of observers. At this boundary, the gravitational force is so strong that it bends light into perfect circles. These rays of light are imprisoned, orbiting the black hole forever without ever being able to escape. If you stood there, you could see the back of your own head, because the light has traveled a full circle. But remember, the event horizon is not a solid surface like the ground or the surface of a star. It is simply a boundary of velocity, where the flow of space becomes too fast. Think of a boat trying to row upstream on a giant and majestic waterfall. Far from the falls, you can row hard enough to stay still or even move away from it. But once you slip past the edge of the falls, no matter how hard you try, the boat will be swept away. At the event horizon, the inward flow of space exactly equals the speed of light tonight. And since nothing can travel faster than light, nothing can return. To an outside observer, they would see you falling slower and slower as you approach that boundary. Your time is stretched out to the point where you seem to stand still forever at the edge of the abyss. Your image will slowly fade and turn glowing red like a vanishing ghost. But for you, the one who is falling, you would feel nothing unusual when crossing it. You would still see the bright, starry sky ahead, until darkness completely engulfs your vision. The event horizon is an illusion of time, a boundary dividing two completely different worlds. On one side is the vast universe we know, and on the other is a region of space with no way out. Once inside, every path you take, every direction you look will only lead to the center. That center is the singularity, where your fate has been predetermined tonight. But before reaching there, your body will have to go through an extremely painful and bizarre process. The gravitational pull at your feet is much stronger than at your head, stretching you out like a string. We call it spaghettification, a name that sounds funny but is full of horror. Every atom that makes up you will be torn apart and rearranged into a straight line. You are no longer a human, but become a pure stream of energy inside the black hole. The event horizon is the mouth of the monster, swallowing everything to nourish its existence. It keeps all its secrets closely guarded, not letting a single ray of light leak out to tell the tale. Take a deep breath and feel the peace of the present, for we are still on the safe side. Tomorrow we will continue our journey to see what truly lies at the center of this darkness. Now let your imagination truly fall inside that deadly boundary. When you cross the event horizon, your body will encounter a phenomenon called spaghettification. It sounds like a dish, but this is a terrifying process of material transformation. A black hole does not suck in your entire body all at once. It starts from the part closest to it. If you fall feet first, your feet will experience a much stronger gravitational pull than the pull your head is enduring at that exact moment. This massive difference will stretch every cell, every atom in your body. You will be stretched out like a rubber band, getting thinner and longer to an unimaginable degree. Eventually, you will become a stream of fundamental particles rushing through the absolute darkness. This is the inevitable end when we face the immense tidal forces of a black hole. However, an interesting fact is that not every black hole causes this agony immediately. With supermassive black holes, their event horizons are so vast that the tidal forces are very weak. You could step across that boundary without even realizing you have officially left the universe. You will find yourself floating in a silent space where all light pours toward the center. But make no mistake, spaghettification is still waiting for you deep inside the heart of the black hole. As you approach the singularity, gravity will increase exponentially every second. All matter must surrender and dissolve into pure energy at the dimensionless point. That is the death of ordinary physics and the birth of an unsolvable paradox. But let's hold off on talking about destruction, because a black hole also brings with it a strange gift. That is the ability to manipulate the flow of time, something we deeply crave. In the next chapter, we will see that time is no longer a monotonous straight line. It will bend, slow down, and even freeze forever in the eyes of observers. Imagine you are carrying a clock while falling into a black hole's area of influence. To you, your heartbeat is normal, and each second still passes exactly as you see it. But if a friend is standing very far away, looking at you through a telescope, they will see you moving slower and slower, like a slow-motion film, gradually coming to a halt. The closer you get to the boundary, they will see you as if you are frozen in eternity. Your image will fade until it disappears completely into the void of darkness. This paradox is the key for us to understand the nature of space and time. A black hole is not just a tomb for matter, but also a prison for time itself tonight. Let your breath synchronize with the rhythm of the universe, because we are about to enter Chapter 7, where the rivers of time will take you further than any dream you have ever had. Welcome to Chapter 7, where we will learn about the stagnant river of time. Have you ever wished you could live longer to witness the future millions of years from now? With black holes, the dream of traveling to the future is no longer something too remote or fantastical. According to the theory of relativity, the stronger the gravity, the slower time will pass. Imagine you are surfing on a board at the edge of a giant cosmic waterfall. There, every passing second for you could equal a whole century on our planet Earth. If you spent an hour near a black hole, by the time you returned, everyone you knew would be gone. You would remain as youthful as when you left, but the world you once knew would have changed beyond recognition. This phenomenon is not just a theory. It has been proven through the most precise experiments. Even the navigation satellites above your head have to adjust their time due to Earth's gravity. But at a black hole, this effect becomes so extreme that it breaks all common intuition. Time no longer flows at a steady rhythm. It becomes a variable current. The deeper you go into the heart of the black hole, that river of time seems to freeze. At the Singularity, some theories suggest that time might actually stop forever. There is no past, no future, only an eternal present with no way out. But imagine, if we could harness this slowdown to travel through time, we could orbit a black hole and wait until the universe aged billions of years. Then we could emerge to see the end, or a new beginning of all things. A black hole is a natural time machine suspended among the galaxies. It does not need fuel or human energy. It operates on the very fabric of space. However, the price for traveling to the future is absolute loneliness. Tonight you will see all your loved ones age and fade away in just a blink of an eye. The universe may be a beautiful place, but it is also incredibly cruel to our timeline. But it is exactly that finitude that makes every moment we live so precious. Black holes remind us that time is a gift, not a given. Cherish every tick of the clock while you are still in the familiar world. Before we advance together into Chapter 8, where the darkness becomes thickest, where even the concept of matter must give way to something called the Singularity. Let your mind rest a bit in this sparkling and dreamy galaxy. Do not forget that you are still safe in the warm embrace of the small blue planet. We will soon return with even more wonders about the monster of time. For now, close your eyes and let the stars guide you on your next journey. Now hold your breath with me to enter the most mysterious place, the center of all attention tonight. We have crossed the event horizon, and ahead lies only an all-encompassing absolute blackness. At the center of a black hole, scientists believe there is something called a singularity. Imagine the entire mass of a giant star compressed into a dimensionless point, a point so small it cannot be measured, yet carrying an infinite density of matter. Here, all concepts of up and down, left and right, or even time vanish. The Singularity is like a full stop to every law of physics humanity has ever built. Even the most brilliant human intellects face a dead end before this bizarre existence. Some compare the Singularity to a puncture through the fabric of space and time, a tear leading to a place no one knows, perhaps a completely different dimension. Gravity there is so strong that it crushes every structure, from atoms to fundamental particles. Everything you brought with you, from your body to your memories, becomes part of that tiny point. It is the final grave, where all existence is stripped away to become absolute zero. Yet, precisely at this ultimate end, mathematics hints at crazy possibilities. If the black hole is an entrance, then perhaps the Singularity is the knot leading to a different exit. But to understand that, we need a new theory, a theory of everything. Currently, the Singularity remains a solid fortress, blocking all our curiosity. It defies all senses, challenges all beliefs, and forces us to bow in awe. Take a minute to feel our smallness before the infinity of this Singularity. In that darkness, there is no sound, no light, only the pure existence of gravity. A black hole is a puzzle posed by the universe, and the Singularity is an answer that remains open. Whether we fall into it or not, it is always there, silently bending reality every day. Every black hole is a secret, and every Singularity is a promise of a new horizon of knowledge. Keep your mind at peace, for we are about to leave the eye of the storm to approach the light. Welcome to Chapter 9, where we will meet a ray of hope named Hawking. In 1974, English physicist Stephen Hawking caused a sensation. He declared that black holes are not actually completely black, as we have long mistakenly believed. They are actually emitting a microscopic amount of heat known as Hawking radiation. To understand this, we need to look into the microscopic world of quantum particles. Even in an absolute vacuum, the universe is always bustling with virtual particle pairs popping into existence. One particle carries positive energy, and one carries negative energy, and they always annihilate each other. But at the edge of a black hole, an extremely strange event occurs, breaking that rule tonight. One particle gets sucked into the black hole, while the other fortunately escapes into space. That escaping particle is Hawking radiation, which causes the black hole to gradually lose its mass. This means that black holes are not immortal. They are quietly evaporating over billions of years. Imagine a giant iceberg melting extremely slowly under a distant sun. For massive black holes, this process takes so long that the universe might have faded away long before. That number is a 1 followed by $100 zeros, an unimaginable span of time. But for smaller black holes, this evaporation process happens faster and ends dramatically. In its final seconds, the black hole will explode in a blinding burst of light and energy. Hawking's discovery completely changed the fate of these galaxy devourers. They are no longer eternal tombs, but entities with a clear life and death cycle. However, this evaporation leads to another paradox that has troubled scientists seeking answers. That is the information paradox. The question of what happens to the things that were sucked inside. If the black hole disappears completely, does all the information about the matter it once swallowed disappear with it? According to the laws of physics, information is never allowed to be lost. It only changes from one form to another. This debate has raged for decades among the greatest minds of our humanity. Some believe that information is stored on the surface of the event horizon, like a hologram, like a photographic film, preserving every detail of what has passed that boundary. This is the foundation of the holographic principle, an idea suggesting that the universe is a projection. Hawking radiation is not just the death of a black hole, it is the salvation of the laws of physics. It shows that even in the most brutal destruction, the universe always finds a way to balance. Stephen Hawking left us an invaluable legacy, a ray of light in the endless dark night. He taught us never to surrender to what seems insurmountable. Because even a black hole, the most powerful object, has weaknesses and must yield to time. Take a deep breath and feel the magic of knowledge spreading in your mind. We are approaching the final chapters of our expedition tonight, where supermassive black holes will appear and show us our place in the galaxy. Giant anchors keeping billions of stars from drifting into the void of darkness. Let Hawking's microscopic rays of radiation warm your soul on this cold winter night. Because in this universe, nothing is entirely lost and nothing is entirely dark. There is always a way out, always a ray of light, if only we are persistent enough to find it. Take a little rest before we explore together the true giants, the true masters of the galaxies waiting for you in our next chapter. Now widen your eyes to admire the true masters of the vast universe. We are no longer talking about tiny black holes born from a single star. Welcome to Chapter 10, the chapter about supermassive black holes, the great anchors. At the center of almost every large galaxy always hides a giant monster. They contain a mass equivalent to millions, even billions of suns combined. Imagine an object 4 million times heavier than the sun reigning in the middle of the Milky Way. That is Sagittarius A, the giant neighbor right at the center of our home. It acts like a silent conductor directing the dance of billions of stars. Without this intense gravitational pull, our galaxy would dissolve into nothingness. A supermassive black hole is not only a destroyer, but also a guardian of existence. But when these giants go hungry, they create terrifying spectacles. A jet of superheated matter will shoot out from the two poles, stretching thousands of light years. We call them quasars, the brightest objects humanity has ever observed. The light from a quasar can outshine the brilliance of the entire galaxy containing it. That is the energy generated when matter is crushed right before vanishing into the dark. Take a deep breath to feel the tremendous power hiding tonight. How could these black holes reach such massive sizes? Perhaps they grew by swallowing millions of stars over billions of years. Or they were seeds planted right from the very first moments of the universe. Whatever their origin, their existence remains a big question mark for science. We are standing on the shoulders of giants to see through to the heart of the darkness. Every supermassive black hole is a lesson in the balance between creation and destruction tonight. We are lucky to live in a galaxy with a silent and gentle conductor. Sagittarius A is currently in a resting state, no longer binge eating. It only occasionally snacks on a few small gas clouds passing by its horizon. Thanks to that tranquility, life on Earth could sprout and thrive peacefully. We owe the darkness at the center of the galaxy a deep gratitude for this stability. Let your heart beat in sync with the slow rhythm of the central giant. Before we step into Chapter 11, where the final phantom is also revealed, where humanity for the first time used light to paint the portrait of an invisible entity, be ready for a historic moment that changed the entire world in 2019. Welcome to the moment we finally saw a black hole. Welcome to Chapter 11, the chapter on humanity's historic photograph. On April 10, 2019, a veil of secrecy was lifted. The whole world held its breath, watching a blurry orange-yellow ring of fire in the dark. That is the image of the black hole at the center of the M87 galaxy, a distant giant. To capture this photo, scientists achieved an unimaginable feat tonight. They connected 8 observatories around the world to create a virtual telescope. A giant telescope with a size equivalent to planet Earth itself. Its name is the Event Horizon Telescope, a masterpiece of unity. They had to process thousands of terabytes of data stored on heavy hard drives. Even the data from Antarctica had to wait until summer to be transported by plane. All those efforts were just in exchange for a photo that many mistakenly thought was blurry. But for the scientific community, it is the sharpest portrait of the nature of this universe. It confirmed that Einstein's theory was completely correct, without a single deviation. That bright ring is indeed the light rays extremely bent around the event horizon. The dark part in the middle is the shadow of the black hole, where everything has permanently vanished. By 2022, we received another wonderful gift, the photograph of Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole at the heart of our very own Milky Way. It looks exactly the same, but smaller and many times harder to photograph. Because it is closer, the movement of matter around it happens very fast. Photographing it is like trying to snap a picture of a dog furiously chasing its own tail. These photos are testaments to the power of human curiosity and perseverance. We turned the impossible into the possible, turning darkness into a work of art. Now, a black hole is no longer an abstract concept on old scratchpad pages. It is a real physical entity, present and silently observing this entire galaxy. These photos opened a new era for modern astrophysics tonight, an era where we don't just hear about black holes, but can look straight into them. Feel the pride of humanity as we dare to reach out and touch the stars. Every bright pixel on that photo is a story of effort and the thirst for knowledge. Take a brief rest after this glorious moment of science and human intellect, because in the next chapter, we will start dreaming of more distant and fantastical journeys, where a black hole might not be a dead end, but a pathway through space-time. Let these brilliant photos illuminate your dreams in this quiet night. Welcome to Chapter 12, where dreams of space travel begin to rise. We know black holes are dead ends, but mathematics hints at a surprising exit. Physicists call it the Einstein-Rosen bridge, or more commonly, a wormhole. Imagine our universe is like a flat and infinite map tonight. To travel from point A to point B millions of light years away, it would take you millions of years. But if we fold that map, the 2 distant points suddenly touch each other. A wormhole is exactly a tunnel through that fold, connecting 2 remote regions of space. By simply stepping through a door, you could appear on the other side of the galaxy in a blink of an eye. This isn't just an idea in movies. It is a valid solution to the equations. However, to keep a wormhole existing and stable, we need something extremely bizarre, which is exotic matter. A type of matter with negative energy to counter the crushing weight of gravity. Without this negative energy, the wormhole would collapse instantly the moment anything passes through. Imagine a fragile glass tunnel in the middle of a high-pressure ocean. It needs a sturdy frame to avoid being crushed by the universe's immense gravity. Even though we have never seen a wormhole in real life, we never stop searching. Some scientists believe that black holes might be the entrances to these secret wormholes. If you could survive the tidal forces, you would find yourself gliding past alien stars. You would travel not only through space, but perhaps also through the flow of time itself. A wormhole could connect the past of one galaxy to the future of another. That is a prospect both captivating and terrifying for the bravest explorers. Take a deep breath and let your mind freely soar among the folds of space. Wormholes remind us that this universe always holds pathways we never expected. We are only just starting to learn how to read the grand map called space and time. Do not let the complexity of mathematics exhaust you. Just enjoy the magic tonight, because every hypothesis is a seed for great discoveries in the near future. Imagine a wormhole as a bridge connecting curious hearts to the infinite. But if there is an entrance, there certainly must be an exit somewhere in this vast darkness. Welcome to Chapter 13, where we meet the twin sibling of the black hole. That is the white hole, a bizarre entity where matter can only exit. Let's explore the perfect opposite of darkness in the coming moments. Let the light of knowledge illuminate our journey deep into the night, because in the universe, there is always an absolute balance between death and rebirth. Welcome to Chapter 13, where the darkness of a black hole meets the light of a white hole. If a black hole is a greedy devourer of everything, then a white hole is a generous giver. It pushes all matter and light outward, refusing to let anything return inside. Mathematically, a white hole is a perfect time reversal of a simple black hole. What was lost in a black hole might be erupting from a distant white hole. Imagine the black hole and white hole as two ends of a cosmic hourglass. Matter enters the black hole in this universe and is reborn from a white hole in an entirely different universe. This is exactly the wormhole hypothesis, connecting these two powerful opposing entities. Some scientists have even posed a shocking question about our origins. Could the Big Bang that started our universe be a white hole? Perhaps this universe was spewed out from a massive black hole in some other dimension. This idea transforms us from accidental specks of dust into heirs of the dark. A white hole is a beautiful concept that offers hope for the immortality of matter tonight. Nothing ever truly vanishes completely. It is only waiting to be reborn elsewhere. However, up to now, white holes only exist in dry mathematical equations. We have never seen a single white hole through the lenses of telescopes. Perhaps they are very rare, or they only exist for an extremely brief period of time. Some theories suggest that when a black hole completely evaporates, it might turn into a white hole, a final transfer of energy, returning to the universe what it had borrowed. White holes and black holes are like two breaths of the universe, one inhaling and one exhaling tonight. Take a deep breath and feel that grand reincarnation happening all around us. Even though we cannot yet touch a white hole, the idea of it warms our souls. It promises that darkness is not the endpoint, but a stepping stone to brilliant light. Every black hole we explore could be a seed for an entirely new world. Let these theories lull you into a deep sleep filled with grand dreams. The universe is not just dry numbers. It also holds poems written with light. The white hole is the most radiant stanza in the epic poem for humanity's existence. We are approaching the final notes of the cosmic symphony tonight, where the multiverse and the connection of all things will be revealed in the upcoming moments. Keep your heart open to receive unimaginable wonders, because in this serene darkness, all mysteries can be unraveled by imagination. Rest now to prepare for Chapter 14, the chapter on parallel universes. Welcome to Chapter 14, where the boundary of a black hole could be the beginning of an entire world. Let's dream of the boldest idea in modern physics, which is the multiverse hypothesis. If a black hole compresses matter to its extreme limit, could it create a Big Bang on the other side? Perhaps every black hole we observe in the galaxy is the umbilical cord of a baby universe. A new universe being born within the heart of darkness, with completely separate laws of physics. This means that our universe might also be neatly nestled inside some giant black hole. A black hole belonging to a grander, more distant, and more ancient mother universe than we can comprehend. We are like tiny grains of sand living in the heart of a giant of darkness tonight. If this hypothesis is correct, a black hole is no longer an end, but a tool for the universe to reproduce. It sows the seeds of existence across the barriers of space and time, creating an endless chain of worlds. Every time a star collapses, A new spark of life is ignited in another strange dimension. Take a deep breath to feel this magical connection between us and parallel universes. You are never alone, because your existence is part of a grand network flowing through the void. Black holes are the nodes keeping this entire system connected and operating smoothly. They are security doors, separating yet simultaneously, connecting the layers of reality. The idea of a multiverse brings a strange comfort to our souls on these quiet nights. It shows that darkness is not an enemy, but a mother enveloping her little children. We are the children of darkness, born from the ashes of departed stars. This bond is so profound that it transcends any physical boundary we could measure. Let your imagination fly even further, passing through the event horizon to trace our roots. A black hole is no longer the gate of death. It has become a symbol of eternal rebirth. Every time you close your eyes, remember that you carry within you a part of that greatness. The universe is breathing through you, and you are exploring the universe through your very dreams. The event horizon is merely a curtain, and behind it awaits a magnificent stage. Cherish this connection, because it gives meaning to our short lives. We are not mere outside observers, but witnesses to infinity. Let the darkness guide you, leading you to knowledge that light has yet to reach. Before we step together into the final chapter of tonight's expedition, where we will look back at ourselves amidst the vast darkness of grand black holes, let your heartbeat slow down and feel the peace spreading with every breath. Darkness is not scary. Darkness is our origin and our home tonight. Sleep well, curious souls, because the universe always protects and loves you. Welcome to Chapter 15, the final chapter of the journey to the ultimate end. After traversing the paths of time and space, we return to ourselves. A black hole might be the most powerful object, but human intellect is what is truly miraculous. We, finite creatures on a tiny planet, dare to comprehend the infinite. Every piece of knowledge we learn tonight is a ray of light, pushing back the darkness of ignorance. Black holes do not render us meaningless. On the contrary, they highlight the value of life. Knowing that there are bottomless abysses out there makes us appreciate the safety of our home. Knowing that time can freeze makes us realize that every passing moment is a priceless gift. Do not fear the monsters of space, for they are an inevitable part of nature. The universe needs darkness to make the light stand out, needs destruction to create new seeds of life. You and the black hole are both made from the most fundamental matter of the galaxy. We are the way the universe gazes at and seeks to understand itself tonight. Carry this curiosity into your dreams so your mind can continue its voyages. The darkness of a black hole will no longer be terrifying once you understand its operating laws. It is merely another chapter in the great book of knowledge before sleep. Let your breath merge with the slow and vast rhythm of the Milky Way. You are safe. You are sheltered by this gentle and mysterious night sky. The unsolved mysteries are a promise of new discoveries tomorrow night. Do not rush to find the final answer. Just enjoy the dreamy expedition. Black holes have taught us about limits, but also about the boundless potential of human capability. We are specks of dust with souls, dancing among the giants of gravity. Let these bright images slowly fade, giving way to the stillness of the dark night. All questions will be set aside. Only absolute peace remains in your mind. You have completed your brave black hole expedition tonight. Be proud that you dared to look into the abyss and found the beauty hidden within it. The universe will always smile upon those who constantly crave to learn about it every day. Now is the time to let go of all thoughts, allowing your body to sink deep into the softness of sleep. Black holes will guard your dreams, ensuring nothing can disturb you. Take one last deep breath and feel the absolute freedom amidst vast space. We will meet again when the stars begin to tell new stories tomorrow night. Thank you for being part of this magical and meaningful expedition tonight. Let this gentle veil of darkness close out a long day and carry you into the realm of dreams. Our journey tonight truly ends here, but the mysteries remain. Thank you for always accompanying me on this path of discovering fascinating knowledge. Hopefully, the story of black holes has brought you curiosity and peace. Now relax your entire body, breathe evenly, and feel the warmth of your blanket. All the worries of today have ended. It's just you and the starry, dreamy sky. Let the stars guide your dreams, taking you to the most beautiful places. The universe is always there, silent and forgiving, waiting for us to explore the next night. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so we can meet again every night on Knowledge Before Sleep. Your support is my motivation to continue telling the great stories of the universe. Wishing you a very good, deep sleep and beautiful dreams of distant skies. Good night, little cosmic explorers. See you tomorrow night. Goodbye, and wishing you a truly peaceful night in the gentle embrace of the sparkling Milky Way.